again, everyone. This is Game Collector, and welcome. With me this week, I have I'm pretty sure it is DC Universe Legends, or DC Legends. Green Lantern Hal Jordan. And that's the only accessory he came with, is the little tiny Green Lantern battery. Which, yeah, he obviously can hold, but I don't want him to hold it right now, so just move that out of the way. And this can pretty much do that. That's about all this thing can do. There's nothing else. It's a Green Lantern battery. It just doesn't do much. We'll just set that off to the side. And here he is, the man without fear himself, Hal Jordan. Granted, that is something of an exaggeration, considering that the yellow ring still, well, I'll go into that later. Anyway, the figure itself, full hinge there, hinge abs, a waist swivel, bicep swivel, elbow hinge, wrist swivel. I think is his neck on a ball joint? Yeah, his neck's on it's either on a ball joint or a hinge, or both. But yeah, his head can turn, and leg goes up and out, bends at the knee, thigh swivel, and an ankle hinge. Lots of hinges on this guy. Yeah, and obviously the arm can go up. And on his right hand, he has the lantern ring, which, let's see if we can get up close enough. Whoop. Come on, focus. Now, it's really hard to make out, but he does have the Green Lantern ring engraved on his fist. And this hand is going, yeah. Take it how you will, his right hand gets reused on several other figures from the Universe line at the time, because the Lantern, the War of Light, or the Lantern Wars, or whatever you want to call it, was going on at the time, and a whole bunch of characters got lantern rings of different colors. So yeah, that happened. Back here he has a little chunk of plastic. This might be a universal thing, which I'm guessing it is for figures who need capes. So that's where the cape plugs in, and for characters who don't, they just get a little piece of plastic stuck up in there. Oh, balance. So, yeah, it's Hal Jordan. I really can't say too much about the guy, because he's probably one of the best-known lanterns in the universe. This universe. The DC Universe? Pre-complete Universal reboot. Anyway, he comes with a little lantern, and let's see if I can get him in the pose for it. And while I am known for my Transformers reviews, this is a little piece of information I didn't know. In the Green Lantern CG animated series, the voice of Hal Jordan is also the voice of Jack Darby from Transformers Prime. I find that really bizarre, and yet somehow I'm not all that disturbed by it. This is as close to the recharging pose as I can get, so yeah, there you go. And of course, if I'm going to have him in this pose, why not just do the oath? In brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. For those who worship evil's might, beware my power, Green Lantern's light. That's the compressed version. I really don't feel like doing a long-winded version of it. But that is the whole oath. And then the little lantern recharges his ring, and then he goes blasting energy beams and making constructs, and I never actually saw the movie, but apparently that's not Hal Jordan, that's Kyle Rayner using Hal Jordan's name. And no, this isn't the movie version, if you think it is. This is the, pretty sure it's either, you can consider this the Silver Age or the Modern Age. No, okay, I take that back, not the Modern Age. But a more modern version of Hal Jordan. Even though he does have kind of the 60s or 70s unitard thing with the Silver Age costume. But then again, this is the costume that Hal Jordan was known for. Wait. The Silver Age costume didn't have the green on the shoulders. It was like a giant green unitard vest with green boots and white gloves. So this is the 80s or 90s costume. Thankfully, during the 90s, they didn't give Green Lantern giant guns. Instead, they made him turn into a crazy guy, and he became Parallax for a while. And for those who don't know who Parallax is, he's the source of the yellow main battery, which we'll kind of be covering next week. And sadly, while I do have the box for Hal, I don't know where I put it. I'm sorry, guys. Then again, he's Hal Jordan. Do you really want or need me to read off stuff you probably already know? I'm pretty sure you don't. So, this has kind of been something a bit different, as have my past several reviews, and I will see you next week with a continuation, with someone who uses yellow. And no, he doesn't have red skin, but he is angry. Later.